Hello, you lovely, lovely people. Welcome back. Another year older today. Birthday boy. Not that I'm doing anything, but what I want to talk about is with me being an older father and the observations that I've made, and they factual observations. And a perfect example of this is yesterday. It was Buonanang Wika, which is a Filipino day in the school in which my son attends. And what it was, it's just where they dress up as the old Filipino dress, and it was a great day, and they're singing songs and reciting poems of olden days in the Philippines. And my observation was many parents were there, no fathers. No fathers were there. And this is my whole point of being an older father, is because they weren't there because they were either working or maybe they were single parents, but I don't think they were single parents going to a private school. So I'm guessing that their fathers were working. So they missed these events. And the point of today's video is the quality of time. Not the time we have, years-wise, but the quality of time that we can spend with our children. Because when I was married before and my two sons in England, I never attended any of these events, but they had school events and things like that, like sports days and things like that, because I was working. I was always working, so I never had the time, and I couldn't take days off work to go and watch my sons in an event in school. And this is the beauty of when you are kind of retired, where we can do these things. And I remember many years ago, I used to ask my father, I said, Dad, can we go fishing today or tomorrow or the weekend? No, son, I'm busy. Dad, can you help me do this? Or, fix this toy that I've broken? No, son, I'm busy. Or when he used to get in from work, my father was tired, so he never had any time for us. And it wasn't his fault. It was just, that's what happens. But with me now, I've got all the time in the world to spend with my children. And I'm spending quality time with them. I'm spending more time with my children than what my wife does. Kaylin, I'm talking about, not Zach, because, Zach's still on the breast, But when he gets up a little bit, it'll be the same for him as well. I can attend all of these things. I can take my son out all the time. I can fix things that he breaks because I've got the time to do it. And many people, and yes, I get your point where they say, well, you're selfish really by having children when you're older because you won't have that many years with your children. Well, my grandmother brought me up, and my grandmother was in her 80s, and she brought me up until I was 11 years old, and my brother and my sister, and she never had any problems bringing us up, and she was a good grandma. In fact, we used to call her Mam. So it's about the quality of time that we have. And I've still got many years left in me yet. I'm not old. I'm old, yes, I am. But I've still got years left in me yet. But the thing is, each year, each day I spend with my kids. It's not like I go to work and I come back at 6, 7 o'clock and I'm tired and I haven't got no time for the kids. Every day I spend with I'm talking Kaylin here, because like as I said, Zach is still young and he's on the booby. But when he gets up a little bit, 3 or 4 months old, he'll be a little bit more active and I'll be spending just as much time with him. And I can do these and I'm not tired. I can go fishing with my son if he wants to do that. I can take him out. I take him to school every day. And I'm the one who's in the school with my son every day because my wife is here with Zach. And me and my son here, we've got an absolutely fantastic bond. We have an absolutely fantastic bond together. And this is what it's all about. It's all about the quality of time. And I've always said this, and my father said it as well. He said, son, I'd rather have 75 good years than 90 bad years. Well, I understand his point with that, because Likewise, the biggest regret that we can have, and I have these regrets with my sons in England, is that I didn't have the time and I missed out on so many events that they did, like sports days, award days. I missed out on all of that. And with my sons here, I won't miss out on that. If I've got 25 years left, that's good enough, isn't it? That's good enough. And listen, we never know how long we've got. You might have children at 25 years old, and you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. None of us know if we're going to wake up tomorrow. So we've got to make the best of what we have. And I think the most selfish thing that I could have done was to deny my wife children, which I did in the very beginning, people. When I first met my partner, because then we weren't married, and I said, look, Mira, I said, I've had children before. I said, I've been married before. I said, I've done my raising of children. And she was fine with that. She was. And she never said, well, what about me, like her, because, she's never had children. She never said that to me. And then I thought about it, and I thought, I'm being really selfish here, because I knew Mira wanted children. I knew she did. So by me giving her children, which is what she wanted as well, she wanted it originally, if I'd have denied her of that, then I would have been really selfish. So I'm not being selfish, people, by having children in my 50s. I've got plenty of years left. And like I said, it's the quality of time that we have with our children, the hours we spend with them. And I'm able to do that. I'm at the age now where I'm here, I'm semi-retired, and we've got all of this land here now to contend with. And Caelan loves being in this land, and that, he brings the water and things like that. And we together all the time. We go to sleep together, we wake up together, we have breakfast together, we have dinner together, we have tea together. We have all of these things together. How many families can do that when you are a younger father? Because that younger father is working, trying to put money on the table, put food on the table, pay the mortgage, pay the rent, pay off his car, pay off all of the things that they have to do. I haven't got to do any of that now. All my concentration is my family and spending quality time with my family. And like I said, I'm able to do that. So I'm not selfish at all. And like I said, many people in England, their grandmothers did bring them up because the parents worked. And I remember my she was 80 years old, people. 80 years old, and she was still bringing us up. And she was a great grandma. And she used, she was on a walking stick and all that. And she used to take me to the prize bingo, because she loved bingo on a Friday night. And that was her night, Friday night. And Saturday night, we used to watch this program called The Streets of San Francisco with Carl somebody, I can't remember his second name. And all of them things were memories. And she used to take us to school. She'd pick us up from school. And I've got and I think that's why a lot of people have a very good relationship with their grandparents, because they spent time with their grandchildren. And this is exactly what I'm talking about here. So for people who think that older fathers are very selfish, depending on your age, I mean, if you have a kid in your 80s, then, or your 70s, I don't know, that's probably a little bit different. I don't know. But it's the quality of time that you spend with the kids. That's exactly what it is. If I can spend 20 good years with my kids here, where I'm with them every single day, every day, isn't that better than spending 50 years with them when I'm only there when I can be? So that's all I've got to say, really, people, is that. And I've got to say, like I said, today's my birthday. It's just another day. I can't drink or anything like that because of the ulcer. But I am getting better. I'm getting much better. The stomach cramps have totally gone. What else is going on? I'm eating yogurts. I'm eating Yakult. I'm eating bland things, people. Mashed potato with pumpkin and carrots. And also I'm eating chicken breast, but boiled chicken breast. Boiled chicken. Who thought I'd ever eat boiled chicken? It even sounds horrible, doesn't it? I'm eating boiled chicken for the protein. Yeah, so good. Oh, no alcohol on your birthday, right? Never mind. We shall go out. We will do something. You know, we can go for a meal, which we'll probably do tomorrow actually. Today we're putting the netting up. We finish off putting up the posties, which are on the floor, hopefully ready to go on the ground. And I've got the netting coming today. And I've got Doi down here clearing up. He's doing a very good job. He's clearing up here, I'll show you. So the netting will be placed. And he's cleaning the bottom of the post so we can get like a nice straight line on the bottom to keep things out. But yes, things are going well, people. Life is good. So you people out there who are older fathers, don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel guilty. As long as you're spending that quality time with your kids every single day, that's the most important part, in my opinion. And that's it. So listen, whatever you're doing, do it well. What else do I normally say? Stay healthy. And listen, enjoy your weekend. Over and out, people. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.